After the success of 1989's Batman, comic book adaptations and superhero fare were all the rage going into the 90s. Some were hits, like New Line Cinema's Ninja Turtles film, while others, like New World Cinema's The Punisher, swiftly went direct to video. Others had all the right ingredients to be the next big thing, but for one reason or another just couldn't soar to such heights. Hi, this is Derek, and today we're revisiting The Rocketeer on Yesterdaze.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
69, dudes!
Well, there's your problem right there, Vern.
Hey, Willie.
Goonies never say die!
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
And knowing is half the battle.
Autobots, roll out. Thunder! Thundercat! Oh!
Gordon's alive.
Oh, yeah!
It only takes a spark. It only takes a spark to start.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Yesterdaze. I am, of course, your host, Derek J. Hoover. I am joined by two friends, best friends, old friends, and that's going to be Dustin Wyckoff and Jason Tosher. Gentlemen.
Yo, what's up?
How the fuck is ya?
Yo, dog, what is good?
Man, what it is, man. Man, what's going on, dog?
I know I don't take care of my body as well as I should.
I'm working on
but
that.
I smell burning electronics. Anyone else smell that?
I did. My stupid nose is working like overtime because I stopped smoking.
Okay, so
It's annoying.
so it's not just me.
I got
No.
polyps.
And you have polyps, of course. Okay. So
Yep, like Reagan.
I can't.
You are like
it
Reagan.
obscures a lot of my nasal breathing.
Sure. So you're a mouth breather.
Unfortunately,
Fucking mouth
more than I
breather.
would like to be.
Fucking mouth
But
breather.
I went and had a brain scan, and they shoved a probe up my nostrils and all this, and they were like, "Here's the thing: we could do surgery on it, but it's in a really bad spot. So it's like if you can just deal with this, I would go with that."
So when you breathe out of your nose on the regs, it's
I would say I'm probably, compared to most people, I have a 40% obstruction rate.
really okay.
I feel based on occasionally I will get a good nasal breathing.
And you take note of
going.
that for sure.
Yeah, you notice it
Yeah.
immediately. I'm usually sick when it happens. It's
Really?
like medicine's really kicking in and stuff. Yeah, it's weird.
I have a weird thing, and this is not a joke. In my right nostril, I accumulate a lot more refuse in there, boogers,
Yeah.
than my other nostril.
Boogers.
And it's frustrating
Yeah.
because I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, I want to sleep 2 more hours, but now I'm focused on me not being able to breathe out of my right nostril, and I have to get up and take care of it.
Yeah,
It's awful. Anyway,
I get it.
that's the
Nostril talk.
that's the health update from
That's the
Dustin
health
and I.
updates from.
Derek has a different kind of update on. I would say this is your main source of like cathartic expression of oneself, but you have other outlets
I do.
like being on my TV.
I was on your TV. I was. It's been a couple weeks since, but I was lucky enough to have a second appearance on GDL with our good buddy Quip and friend of the show, Chris, a.k.a. Chris Plastic, a Shiny Plastic People. We had a pretty good time with that, and I'm hoping it does maybe turn into some future appearances. I would honestly enjoy hopping on when Jay is not out of town, the lead host and creator of the show. I've talked with Jay a few times via the Discord. Super nice dude. So it would be fun to hop on some Sunday evening, him and Quip, and just make both of them laugh. I think that's my favorite part of doing it, is just making people I genuinely like talking about toys with, just making them laugh.
Sean has been okay with the doubling down on that taking time out.
The
of things.
first one she insisted on. I came home, like Quip threw it out there, and I was a little nervous. I was like, hey, so I have an opportunity to maybe be on GDL on Sunday. And I'm 2 seconds within finishing my sentence, she goes, oh, you have to do it. Oh, okay. She goes, yeah, that's going to be great for the show, and you love it, and yeah, absolutely.
Cool. It's good support.
She got the cosign. That's
Okay.
all you need.
And then this week it came up. I was like, hey, because it was Easter Sunday. I was like, hey, Quip threw it out there. I don't know how it would line up, but he did invite me to do GDL on Sunday. She goes, yeah, as long as we get home in time, I don't see why you can't. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay.
You're like a little boy who was just told, yes, you can have friends over to spend the night.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, I think it'd be a great idea if Jason stays the night.
His parents already said it was fine.
His Miss Angie already said it was okay, and I mean we can sleep in a hide-a-bed in the family room, and we just
You won't be loud.
we won't be loud. You guys are on the other end of the house.
Did you say pizza rolls?
Pizza rolls.
Hell yeah. Oh, God, I want some pizza rolls now.
God.
Can we do a show about pizza roll? We should do a pizza, like 80s and 90s snacks.
Yes.
Boy, I'm smart.
Would you do a fun size yesterday? Come to my house to do a fun size Yesterdaze with me?
Oh, forget it.
Oh no! Fuck that.
I'm sure you
gotta
can twist
go
it
to
there.
We've oddly focused on food with that. I think coming up, we're going to be at the time of recording, we're
Yeah,
going to be
turtle
focusing
pies.
on like the first non-food related item.
Okay.
That's a good thing to focus on, though.
Yeah, it usually it's
Bite
just
size.
yeah, and usually it's just stuff that it's like we're not going to cover. We're not going to do a full episode on boo buckets.
We
or
can do
turtle
5.5 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Boom, in and out.
Like Shauna and I have fun doing it. It's a fun thing we can do together
There you go.
related to the show. And it's, a little loose, and it's usually food related. We're doing Hypercolor is the next one.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I think most people know that we do this show in Central Illinois. Where's the rest of the GDL crew that you were doing live streams with on their channel?
Okay, so I believe Quip is in New England. I want to say Maryland. Jay is he's North Carolina. He's Raleigh area. Now,
Do you have a North Korean in there? You have someone from North Korea doing it?
no.
Oh, that'd be good, though. Just as far as U.S. relations.
Sure. The guy that was with us, Chris, he is from Colorado. But as far as like people in the community, we have people from Canada. We have people from Central Illinois, like Jeff White. He comes up next week. He's a Bloomington Normal guy. He's friends with Frank from the Item Shop.
Yeah.
He's in the GDL Discords. We've given each other like hints of like where certain toys are. Well, you all
No, just nothing.
He's having a good time.
You having a good time?
Leave him be.
Leave me be.
How we talk about Jeff White next week?
Oh no. We recorded next week's episode.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is.
We're out of order.
Doesn't that feel good to get that out of there?
Yeah. Whew, baby.
Don't get me wrong. I love lying to our audience.
Lying is fun.
But once you get it off your chest, you feel a lot
You
better.
do feel a lot better. There is truth to that. There's Canadian fans. There's people over on the West Coast in California. So there's people throughout the country. But as far as the people I was sitting with that particular evening, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Quipster is. I think he said he's from Maryland.
Just call him the Quipster?
Yes, I did.
Mark Hamill's
Yes.
going to be playing him in his upcoming
The Quipster.
The Quipster.
episode of The
Hi, ma'am.
And Jake Gladfelter, he's from the Raleigh area, if I'm not mistaken, in North Carolina.
So all across.
All across these fine United States and parts of Canada. And there's even people overseas too. So it's a fun little community.
That's cool. I'm glad you're getting to do that. And so far I'm 2 for 2.
You are 2 for 2,
on
as
popping
was
in.
Mike. Patron Mike popped
Mike
in as
popped
well.
in. That was nice.
Mike took my spot. 'Cause
Yes,
I
you were
was
busy
occupied.
in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vying
I want to hear about that, but I don't know if you want. I told Derek to wear 3 pairs of underpants.
Oh, yeah,
below his
yeah.
Which is
balls
difficult
off.
because
He's
I'm
been-
notoriously a commando guy.
He's
So
been
I'm
edging
way out of my
long enough.
comfort zone.
I've got a couple things in my bag of tricks. People know that I love going out. I think people know at this point.
No, they know.
I go out thrifting. I love finding weird and obscure vintage items. A while ago on the show, I don't know how long it's been now, probably 3-4 months, or maybe longer than that, we talked about muscle. Remember muscle?
Oh, Jesus. That was last season.
And I spent like $150.
Oh, I remember
buying like 80 or 90 of the muscle
I think that might have
figures.
been like last November or some shit.
And I really enjoyed those things. And I was like, oh, this is cool to relive that. I have them displayed in a fun way, and it's a cool thing. Shortly after that,
what you do, Richard?
Shortly after that, we discussed another property that's similar to that, and that is Monster in My Pocket. Next week, we're going to have my brother on the show, and we will talk about the video game convention that he runs. And I'm part of that committee. It's a committee about 6-7 people.
Yeah.
And we go to his shop once a month, and we talk about updates on the con and kind of dole out responsibilities. It's in the back of the item shop that he owns and operates with his cohort, Frank.
Yeah.
And in the back of the shop, there's tons of shit. Is his repair area, all the stuff for the con, stuff they have yet to price and put out. And I found in a little plastic margarine container all of these fucking monsters in my pocket. And I refuse to tell you how much I paid for these.
That's fine. I don't want to know. It's fine.
He understandably priced them individually. I understand that, and I respect that, and I would never tell my brother to get me a good deal, but I do have an absurd amount of credit at that store from the things I've dropped off.
Sure you do.
So he just took it off of my credit. Feel free to pick through those, pass them around. But the monsters in my pocket,
let me see this shit.
They are a lot of fun. And I couldn't believe I was seeing them. Yeah, there's one that I didn't get that was priced like at $30.
Some of these can get pricey. This guy's terrific.
I would say that most is that little Dracula guy.
Little Dracula, Nosferatu guy.
Fun.
I would say most of these are between $4 and $7 a piece.
Yeah.
And they add up quick, but he was
Wolfman.
He was very
You
nice.
see that Wolfman, yeah?
Here's a little monster guy who's lifting his head off of his own body. That's a lot of fun. Anyway, something about these.
Is this Todd Berry?
That's Todd Berry. Boy, he looked bad with his fucking bloated stomach. Like he just came out of Africa.
Fantastic Frankenstein.
That's a good one.
That is a terrific one.
Dr. Jekyll.
I love this.
There's something
Ooh,
about
a griffin.
I'm leaving a store.
Like my shirt.
Like your shirt.
There's a row of machines. I'm putting a quarter in, and who knows what's coming out. There's something great about that. And these guys,
Cerberus.
There's a little
Hound
skeleton
of
right
Hell.
there. Just check him out. There's something great about the novelty of these crappy little molds.
I love it.
Yeah, these are fun.
So I bought.
I like
all
these
up.
better than muscle.
Oh, do you? Yeah. I think at the time I said I may have liked
this
these better
skeleton
than
is
muscle
the tits.
if that's a good one.
Oh my god.
If I had come in contact with these first.
Yeah,
But
yeah. This would I would have been into these.
either way,
Yeah, these are infinitely cool. In my opinion, infinitely cooler than
muscle.
the fucking muscle.
I don't know how many.
Ooh,
I
like a
have
little
here.
Godzilla.
I think I have maybe like 15, 20 of them, but they're a lot of fun, multicolored. You know, they got purple, yellow, green, red. I'm glad I got them. It's
these are
silly and it's
great.
dumb, but I made my brother price them, and it took them off my credit.
Oh, these are wonderful. Yeah, there's a Todd Berry one.
I didn't hear anything. I think your balls are still intact. Give me a second, though.
Oh dear.
What I want to do now is
Quasimodo.
take something out of this bag, and I would like Derek to close his eyes.
You want me to close my eyes?
And I'm going to place this thing in front of you.
Oh, dear.
And not unlike the Jesse White tumblers of your
the pageantry.
Oh, my boss appreciated that.
Oh, did he see
joke.
it?
Okay.
I went up to Brian and I was like, hey, because he's from the Columbus, Ohio.
You can open your
area.
eyes. We're still talking.
Yeah, we're still.
oh, dear. I'm
Sorry.
so excited.
I've interrupted. And
Fucker.
I was like, you know who Jesse White is? He's secretary of the
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And I was like, are you aware that he had this group called the Jesse White Tumblers? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, my buddy got me a Jesse White tumbler, and like this big grin just came up. I'm like, you appreciate the joke.
That's tremendous. I'm glad someone else is in on it.
So I said, this is on my desk now.
Perfect. Dustin,
Yeah, well, this is happening now.
Dustin, feel free to keep your eyes open.
Is
Derek,
it time to close?
Go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay. Oh no, it's a TV tray.
Oh,
It's a TV
Oh,
tray.
boy.
I can tell by the sound. Hold on a second.
oh boy.
My tummy's getting all fucking weird.
This
My
is
eyes
something-
are closed.
Keep it closed. Real quick setup, 5-second setup. I found this the other day in the toy section of the Habitat for Humanity store in
money
Bloomington,
is on TV
Illinois. Derek, what do you see?
Holy shit! Oh my god, that is a Toy Biz Bat Cave. It's not complete, but that's fine. It's hard to find them complete. This is tremendous. Oh my god.
Look at that.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, so this is just basically a big, large gray plastic mold of the Bat Cave.
Yes,
but it's got a little command center with like a rotating
and you can
screen.
scroll the screen.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you see different scenes from the movie, and in a complete version, there's. I can't. I'm so amazed right now.
There's like a pole with a string that goes down.
Yes,
right?
yes, and then on the backside there is typically there's a cardboard kind of backer you
that
put
folds
on here
out, right?
That looks like you could turn around and it
like
doubles as like an
set,
alley,
or almost like an Acme Waterworks or whatever that word.
Axis Chemical.
Thank you.
Is what it's supposed to double as, and then there's typically it's very hard to fucking find them because it either gets brittle or gets lost. And it's
a couple of chairs
in a
that
red
go on
plastic.
There.
It's railing and chairs that go here. Oh
Yeah.
my god, you found this?
Yeah. So the Habitat for Humanity is pretty
At
big
a
space.
Habitat for Humanity.
Pretty big space, but if you go up these stairs
Oh my God, this is the tits.
and around the corner, there's this tiny little room with all the toys in there. And I went and I picked up a few things in there, and I was about ready to leave. I'm not joking. On the floor, against the wall, I see this. And this mold here, it means nothing to me.
Yeah.
But I saw Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and I said, hold the fort. And I bent down and I grabbed this, Derek, and I shit you not, that was $2.
This was $2?
It was $2. I brought it home. It was a little dirty. I cleaned it up, and I accept this reaction from you. I think this is a good reaction.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with it?
It's yours.
Yeah. Duh.
This is for me.
That's why your balls are
What am I
gone.
going to do with it? It's yours. Yeah, you can have that.
Really?
Of course. Yeah, of course you can have that. What am I going to do with it? Yeah, it's yours.
Yeah. Have Shauna PayPal him $2 for Derek's shit.
No. That's
joking.
I know.
It's really for me.
Of course it is. I'm not fucking with you.
Thank you.
Anyway, I thought that was really cool. And I'm glad. I'm a lot of. If you scroll through the photos,
Yeah, it's
like,
hold on,
it's in pretty good shape.
I'm underselling it.
It's all right.
So you have
Yeah, I was looking at him on the backside.
Now-
You can see it.
It's like
New and improved Joker products.
it's like the Bat Pewter or Bat Computer. It's a little plastic, blue plastic area for Batman to work. But yeah, it's missing almost all the pieces.
Yeah, well, still,
You can still put California raisins on
still
them. Or
you
something.
can you can.
The team up we've all been waiting for.
Yes, I know, right? The Smilex commercial.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I do accept
At the
your reaction.
Flugelheim.
In my mind, if
That's
I,
what Richards played in the
Yes,
band, right?
yes, the Flugelheim.
I expect certain
Junior
reactions.
Birdman, miss me.
and you've come through and tremendously. So I'm glad you like it. That's all yours.
I love this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
means a lot to me. This means.
I
a
wish
lot
it was
to
more
me.
complete. And you know what?
No, because I can. Okay, so yeah, it's a shell. I can customize this a little bit. I can fuck with this a little bit.
Yeah, you
so.
can put "fuck Susan" on it somewhere.
I'll say this real quick, and I'll end it with this. I apologize for going on so long. There's a store in Creve Coeur, the Old Zone. There's a thrift store there.
Yeah.
I went there, and
The
last
Noids.
year, yes, the Noids
I
are
still
there.
need to stop by there and get Noids.
I found they still have them. I was there recently.
Okay.
I went there a while back, and I think I told you guys I found a small child's Ewok playset.
Yes, you did.
There's a Kenner one that's a little bit more elaborate with trees and stuff, but I found this one, and it's got all these kind of little toys with no points of articulation, almost like a little play school thing.
Yeah.
And I brought it home. I was like, I can't. This is from like the early to mid '80s. I can't believe it's $7. I think I ended up selling it for like $75, $80. And I'm looking through all the pieces. I'm like, oh, it's missing a couple pieces. And like a week or two later, I was like, you know what? Let me go back to that store and see if I can find.
fishing.
And I found another one of the figures, and it was like a big, like horse-like figure. And
Yeah.
that on its own was worth like another $10. I was like, oh, great! So I bought that for like a quarter. I threw it in with the mix, and someone bought it.
Yeah.
I'm saying all that because maybe, slim chance, you go back to the Habitat for Humanity store and you find some more pieces of that Batcave that at the time I didn't know what to look for or was aware of. Small chance some of that stuff's there.
Yeah, that's
Probably
true.
not, but it could be because I've had a similar experience where I did find something.
This is still a great display piece. I can do some slight customizing with it. Here, I think in First of all, I have that terrific Batman 89 Toy Biz Batman that I got at your brother's shop. I have a couple other little accoutrements related to Batman 89 and even Batman Returns. Because right now, you guys know about this. I finally have the office space cleared out of bullshit. I could start scrubbing some stuff down. I can put up some trim to hide some... Because I'm not going to go whole hog redo that room. Not until a couple years down the road and we're gutting everything down there. But I can get it churched up enough to start having some stuff on display. Maybe get some shelves. Maybe get some stuff in there and start putting some of this stuff up that's been in totes ever since we moved out of Redora, the house you saw the upstairs with. So this is
the whole upstairs was one room, and it was a museum.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
it was wonderful, and I haven't had that in 5 fucking years. I'm ready to have it back again.
Time is now.
Henry is excited. He's like, Dad, we're going to scrub that corner. We'll go to the green store. That's Menards. Buy stuff. We're going to fix this up. We're going to make it look real good, Dad.
Because he's got his playroom, right?
He's got his playroom.
Yeah. Now it's
Dad should have his.
Dad should have his, and if Dad has his, that means Eternia is put together.
Yes.
He has accepted that Dad's going to do the stickers first by himself.
Good.
No, Dad, that's smart. That's what he said. I was like, the stickers are really hard, but
He
yeah.
likes that.
He goes, yeah, Dad, that's true.
If he fights you on it in the moment, just tell him Uncle D will take him to wrestling again at some point.
That's what we'll do. We'll find something where somebody takes him to something.
The master of transitions and segues, Dustin recently spent what I can only describe as a mad scramble cornucopia, jam-packed weekend in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen you since you've been back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
I'm not joking. I've told like 3 or 4 people, like, this guy, he's doing this and this. I can't believe he's fitting all this in. Some of it we'll talk
Shauna
about.
was excited for you.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some of the stuff you did on Radio Rewind, our other podcast that we'll
Yeah.
plug at the end of the show that you and I do, Dustin.
What did you do that relates to this show,
Yes.
baby?
Well, piggybacking off of Jason's bit here, I sent you guys some photos of a place that I went antiquing and shit.
Yes.
After I was hanging out in the arts district. This was day 2 or 3. It's fuzzy.
I love Google. I go to Google Earth and Google Street View all the time. I love looking at street views. You told me where it was. I immediately went to Google, and it looked like it was just a few blocks west of the main strip.
Yeah, it's further than it looks.
Okay.
Because I've done that walk before. We rode the monorail, and then we got dropped off at this brewery. And we hung out there, and then from there, we walked just further into the arts district. And we actually hit a couple antique places, and I was sending you guys pictures from a few of them, but I was just taken aback when I came upon a certain display. And I picked up a few things in the spirit of the show.
Yes. This is what the show is now, by the way.
Fine. Fine.
This was at Antique Alley Mall, and I got a pack of Bill and Ted trading cards.
Oh, you picked up some
for
cards?
Jason to open. And we're going to do these on the show.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
And then there's a pack of dinosaurs.
I forgot
the
dinosaurs
TV show.
had.
And then I got myself
What you got there, bub?
bingo.
Fucking bingo.
Why would there be bingo?
Because in
cards.
the 80s and 90s, everything got a set of trading
But
cards.
I own
Harry and the
VHS.
Hendersons had it.
So
Mork
I
and
know
Mindy
they were
did.
in that picture.
Yes.
I almost got one.
Bingo
but-
is a dog?
Yes.
His name is Bingo. He's a dog.
He just needs a little boy to play frisbee with.
The only thing that dog's gonna catch is a bullet.
His name's Chucky. He needs a dog. And from the moment Bingo landed in Chucky's life,
All right. Sick him, Bingo! Bingo, where are you?
things started looking up. Just a couple of obstacles stood in the way of this team.
What are you guys saying? That I'm hiding a dog or something?
Bingo, Chucky's family,
I hate animals. Arrivederci, Rover.
and a change of address.
Bingo! Bingo, where are you? Bingo!
But Bingo didn't give up. He got moving.
No dog can track you that distance.
And as he made tracks, he made friends.
Oh, it's a cute doggy.
What is that, champagne you've been drinking?
enemies,
They've got us surrounded. One move and the dog gets it.
and the 6 o'clock news.
Your Honor, could we have the court reporter read back the dog's testimony?
I'm gonna get you if it's the last thing I do.
Nothing can stop a dog like Bingo. He's all business,
Assistant dishwashing.
even when business
Raw meat?
is a pleasure.
Hi, Bingo. Miss us?
Because nothing comes between a dog and a dog's best friend. Bingo.
Can I keep him, Dad?
Just as soon as we have him neutered.
Trying to find his owner Chucky.
Yeah.
Younger brother a Chicky.
And it's a bingo wax pack. of
Wax
10
packs, baby.
10 cards from 1991 for me.
So bingo is kind of like Benji and like Homeward Bound kind of.
Yes.
but
very much
comedic,
so.
very, very comedic.
This is 10 triumphant cards by Pro Set. Bill and Ted's most atypical movie cards win a bodacious trip to San Dimas, California, or some other non-bogus prize. How about that?
I now understand how they've done a bingo training card set. There's a few things that are plot points, but most of them are just, it's an Instagram feed of bingo. It's just like, oh, look at the good boy. He's patriotic in this one. It's bingo with a flag. And then, he's got a steak. Where's the steak sauce?
He's
They say.
sitting there with a steak.
Ooh, activity card.
Oh.
It's like a puzzle.
These bingo cards are just bingo like in a studio. They just took pictures of them wearing the costumes and shit. All right, here's a Bill and Ted bogus journey where there's like a general and a giant terrifying rabbit there. There's another general standing in a terrible hallway.
That's when they went to hell.
Here's Jane from
Oh, hell
the
yeah, you
Go-Go's.
love her.
I have got a 2-ton Mega Crush.
Yeah! Happy accident, baby!
On mid-80s, Jane Weedlin, is that her name, right?
Jane
From the Go-Go's?
Jane Weiland.
She
Weiland or Whelan?
She's my kind of look, and
So you're
to
Jane
find
boy.
out,
I was a Belinda boy.
she's my kind of crazy, as it turns out. I'm gonna put that one up to the side.
Something's coming over me. I'm so dizzy I can't see. Can't make out the forest for the trees. My heart is beating faster now as the traffic's slowing down. Suddenly I'm all alone with you. It's so good, baby, when you're at the wheel. I can't believe the way I feel. It's such a rush just being with you. We're driving in the rush hour. Ooh, you send me. You take me to the rush hour. Ooh, you send me. You got me in the rush hour. Really getting high.
What else we got here?
Doesn't matter what you
I
do
think
with
that's
it.
one of the guy's stepmoms.
Do you want me to get it laminated?
I wouldn't be against it. I don't know what that is. It's a pile of goo.
Yeah, that's why you need to get it laminated.
Here's a fun like promotional shot of all the people Bill and Ted picked up in the first one.
That is great.
This is
that's
this is
rad.
not from the movie. This is all the
Yeah.
guys just taking a promotional shot. It's got you got Joan of Arc there. You've got Billy the Kid, Beethoven, Napoleon, Sigmund Freud, Abraham Lincoln, Attila the Hun, Socrates.
Socrates
They're all
Johnson.
there. Let's see here. Oh, we got Death there, played by what was his name? William.
Oh, God.
I can't remember the guy who played him.
He was in
He's-
Shawshank Redemption.
He was also
in Roswell.
He's in everything. He's fucking great. Anyway,
Love him.
There he is again, dressed as a woman. Death with Bill and Ted.
rose has a thorn.
Sanderson?
No, that's not him.
Okay.
There's Bill and Ted as statues, and then at the back here,
Some good
there's
shit.
instant win rules, and win.
Not a winner, probably.
I don't think I'm a winner, but it opens up, and there's like a form you can fill out
Yeah.
to win a trip. But those are really fun.
That's rad.
That's a lot of fun, man.
And Derek.
None of, the pack I have, none of them are scenes from the show Dinosaurs. It's mostly just like candid poses against, something that would have been, I don't know, preloaded in Microsoft.
Okay.
As far as backgrounds go. But yeah, the mom and the baby by himself. The baby was very popular.
More! You finished your bottle, dear. You're full now.
Not full, empty. Fill me up.
Honey, that was dinner. Next bottle's at bedtime.
Tired, sleepy, night-night.
No night-night.
Night-night.
No night-night.
Bottle.
Not till night-night.
This stinks.
Baby was very popular.
Oh, those are yours.
Oh, these are mine?
Yeah.
Earl and his best
Thank you
buddy.
very much.
The daughter.
I'm giving the bingo ones to Derek because Henry might appreciate the dog pictures.
Shauna's going to like that, too.
Yeah.
Earl and the baby. Earl and his Robbie. Robbie was the son. Yeah. And then like a special card that has like answers to trivia questions, I guess, that are on different cards. So from the era where everything had a card set, man. It's insane.
Too funny.
It's insane.
Great
man.
stuff.
So they just had so many
Yeah, they had a
different
shit ton from the picture you
trading
sent, man.
cards, and I was like, I told John, I was like, I'm just gonna grab some random packs, and we'll just open them on the show. That'll be fun.
It's a fun one.
So I was in Vegas, and what I will talk about on this show is
that wax pack.
It was the main reason I went to Vegas. I just had some other things line up that worked out nicely. It was WrestleMania weekend.
WrestleMania.
I have watched every WrestleMania live on television since 1990.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 6, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, belt versus belt.
Intercontinental versus
I got to watch it at my friend Chris Sharp's house, and he had pay-per-view, and we got to experience that live, and I was hooked from there on out. I had seen previous WrestleManias on tape from borrowing them from my cousin John. And
so you were
Paul.
caught up to 6.
Yeah.
This is my question for you. And we live in a day and age where we can watch anything we want whenever we want. Everything's on demand. WrestleMania is live streamed. We can go back and watch it right now on Peacock. Peacock, you get the right deal.
They got them all.
You get the right set or the right plan. It could be as cheap as like $6-7 a month.
Yep.
You can watch WWE pay-per-views for maybe $6-7 a month. You're talking watching these live back in the day when you were paying $40 to $60 per WrestleMania.
Here's the thing. So some of them, yes, they were being paid for. It wasn't always by me.
Okay.
Other times, we had a television in the basement that was hooked up to a cable box, and this is in the Continental Cable.
Legal or illegal?
Talk to Joe Hoover.
So it would be on Channel 2, the public access. And when the pay-per-view would come in, they would do some sort of thing to the channel. The box I had down in the basement had a couple knobs, and I was able to just finesse those knobs just right to where I got the picture in fine, but it was in black and white.
Okay.
I didn't care.
So for a few years there, you're watching WrestleMania free.
Yeah.
But in black and white.
In black and white.
Interesting. Yeah, I grew up in a time where I would never even ask my parents to watch a pay-per-view. There's a couple years where it's
I knew better. That's why I figured things out on my own.
Fucking Evel Knievel's jumping Snake River Canyon. Yeah, I want to watch that. Mike Tyson is beating up Riddick Bowe. Yeah, that's what WrestleMania 7's that. None of that. If I ever caught any of that shit, it was at a friend's house, and I had no knobs to turn.
And it got to the point where Cousin Paul started coming over to watch it with me in the basement because
he knew about your knob situation.
Yeah, I told him. I was like, dude, there's why are we paying $30-$40? It's black and white. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that for a long into the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And but yeah, WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of professional wrestling, and it's a huge event. And I had a sniff of a chance of going to WrestleMania 13 in Chicago. That's the one that had the legendary Stone Cold versus Bret Hart match that just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. That should have been my first Mania. It was on a Sunday night during school, and I couldn't miss. And I'm clearly still a little bummed about it, but I finally made it to Mania. It took a while.
It's pretty
I thought
cool.
it was going to happen in Minnesota. but it got yanked from Minnesota, and they gave it to Vegas. And
I'm sorry.
Cousin John and I were due for our annual trip. It's an off year for 311 Day.
Yeah.
I heard they were doing Vegas in Mania. They were thinking about it. John pre-booked in advance.
Got a decent rate on a hotel.
We only paid for 2 out of like our 4 nights.
How'd that happen?
Because he's got so many damn rewards.
Oh, because he's a degenerate gambler.
We came in on like a Thursday and we were leaving on a Monday.
You flew direct from Peoria.
No, we drove to St. Louis and flew out of Lambert.
Oh, damn.
That's right.
So yeah, our flight got delayed 2 hours on the way back, and then I still had to drive.
Always fucking happens.
2.5 hours, yeah. But Mania has been a bucket list thing for me for ever.
Seeing it live.
As all things that are popular, things ebb and flow. We're in a big boom right now for professional wrestling, and I think they boasted over 60,000 people per night.
Yeah.
And you got to go see one of 2 of those nights.
I went to night 1.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And I will be honest, like where I'm at right now in current wrestling fandom, I'm bummed I'm not more into it as being my first time to get to go to WrestleMania. I feel if it was like 20 years ago, probably would have been a little more ideal, but it still had magic to it, and I thank the WrestleMania gods I was in a good section. We had people that were having fun, being vocal, but not being super obnoxious.
This is the Allegiant Dome.
Yeah.
Allegiant Air Dome.
Where the Raiders play.
I was there last year. It's kind of right across the street from the Luxor. That's where I was. I remember driving over
It's
there.
a long walk, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was like, yes, it looks close because it's massive, but it's probably a good half mile, if not more. And then, so it's built for the Raiders to play in, so it's a huge stadium for the NFL. And you were sitting in the third of 4 tiers.
Yeah, we were the 300 level.
And you waited on StubHub to the prices to come down criminally low, and you jumped on it.
Yeah, we got them for about half price.
Yeah.
And then we were holding out hope we were going to get Sunday. Because that's what I mean. We made it's Vegas. We made a gamble. We booked a room that wasn't going to cost us much money, and he could cancel anyway.
And even if WrestleMania didn't happen to be in Vegas, you guys would make a fun weekend of it doing something.
Yeah, and they had announced Dead and Company being at the Sphere at this point. So, yeah, I was able to knock that out as well, and I'll go into more of that on Radio Rewind. And it just ended up being a killer weekend.
Yeah.
And I tried to let myself enjoy that as much as possible. It was also 420 weekend. Ric Flair and Rob Van Dam were making appearances at dispensaries in town.
There you go.
Across the street from each other. Rob Van Dam was at the one you went to. Ric Flair was hanging out at mine. And
Rob Van Dam, like each year they say this celebrity is going to be like the head of the Mardi Gras parade. And there's a name for it. I can't remember.
Grand Marshal?
No, there's some special name, like
Grand Pumbaa,
as it relates to like the French of it all. But like for
Generalissimo
420 in Vegas, Rob Van Dam reigns supreme.
Yeah.
Like that's the guy, right? Holy shit! Did you get to meet anyone, or did you see anyone?
I did not. And like when we went to. So they have all these events going on. There's like a Comic-Con for wrestling. It's the biggest assemblage of wrestling fans in the world, I would say.
The Comic-Con for wrestling fans, it's not necessarily WWE, right?
Yeah. There's so many indies that are there.
They know WrestleMania is happening there. They know this is hub. So so many wrestling promotions and events just kind of jump onto that weekend.
John and I stumbled into one after we left the antique mall where we got the trading cards. There was a show. I could hear it as we were walking up, and we had to finish our drinks to go check it out. But yeah, there was just so much wrestling going on within the city, and it was a lot of fun, but I didn't do any meet and greets like that, not my budget, and honestly, I don't really care. And it was just fun. Some of the matches were some of the best ones, I feel, of the entire weekend. I got to see some pretty good ones, and the crowd was feeling it. I'm looking forward to giving it a rewatch.
Yeah.
from my couch and experiencing it like I'm used to see how much different it is. But I do remember verbally reacting and having, joining the collective. And it was a lot of fun. Jason sent me a link. John found it as well later in the day. They had where they took a photo of everybody in the stands.
Like a crazy, comprehensive,
you zoom
high definition to where you could go wherever you were sitting and there was a picture of you.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
And John sends it to me. I had already seen it, but I didn't tell him. And he goes, I'm fucking yawning. And he sent a screenshot of it. And I'm like, looking at my hand, but not like Booker T does. I don't know what I'm like. We're clearly talking, and it wasn't a good photo of us in our seats. But it was a
I
good
wager
time.
it was not a good photo for many people.
You ever see one of those photos where it's like, I took a high definition photo of the moon, and you keep like zooming in, and all of a sudden you're like nuts deep in the sea of tranquility. It's like that.
It's like
this
that.
massive stadium, but you can zoom in on individual people, and Dustin and John found themselves in the crowd. It's pretty awesome.
Leaving
That's right,
WrestleMania sucked. That was an hour-and-a-half journey.
What was it called?
It sucked leaving the event.
I'm sorry. It sucked leaving the event.
Yeah. It was bad. And I saw so many videos of like people trying to go up, down escalators and stuff to try to like cut the crowds, and they're struggling, and people are just filming them fail, and they just keep dropping down. And there's other guys waiting to come up, and this one guy's like, no, I can do it. And meanwhile, he's tiring out the people behind him, and like they start to drop at one point, and this is just them trying to get out of the crowd that I was in. That kind of sucked, but it took an hour and a half for me to get back to my hotel.
Oof.
And the next night, we decide, you know what? Tickets had dropped. We probably could have pulled the trigger. Let's just watch
Where were they
it.
at? Where were they at the second night?
The second night, we could have bought seats for about $275 with fees.
Yeah,
which is still under the original sale price.
This is what I heard about ticket prices.
It's costly.
About a year and a half ago or so, TKO Holdings, who owns UFC, purchased the WWE, and they are literally, this is not figurative, they're literally raping everybody for ticket prices. It's fucking insane.
They did that competitive pricing or whatever, dynamic pricing.
Dynamic pricing?
Yeah.
Surge pricing. 20 years ago, they said the best ticket at WrestleMania is what that'll do is it'll cost you $400. Now, the worst ticket will cost you $400, which means you're literally paying like $4,000. This is like Taylor Swift Eras tour pricing.
Yeah.
This is like $4,000 plus. If you get 25, I think there's a $25,000 package to like go sit on Hogan's lap and like give him a like tuss his hair up.
I refused to pay I had a code because I was like, we're going. Let's get him at face value. I got a code. I still was uncomfortable paying $450 plus fees for a nosebleed seat. I'm like, no, I'm calling it now. I will get them cheaper on StubHub.
There is a backlash coming very soon on these prices.
Sure. I played the game, and it's time to play the game, and it worked.
Randy Orton recently. Randy Orton is a WWE superstar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he was
Rattlesnake now?
He is known as the Rattlesnake.
Hey!
He's the Viper. Rattlesnake is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, that's right.
Randy Orton was in a airport recently, and he was talking to like a fan, and the fan told him how much he paid for the ticket, and he was visibly and audibly embarrassed and upset by that. He was like, "Are you serious?" Like he was surprised by how much people had to pay and was not happy about it.
Yeah,
there is a backlash coming. For these
guarantee
prices.
it.
It's unfortunate, but
sooner or later, man.
They didn't have the sellout that
rubber band snaps back.
They were hoping for, but still,
that's a part of it.
Pretty crazy crowd. And then for night 2, we just decided we're gonna go to one of the viewing parties at like a bar next to our resort.
Yeah.
Literally 5 minutes from our hotel. The match wasn't even done, and I was already on my way back. Like I was like, this is
lot
this
easier
is
night
nice,
two.
much
A little more
nicer.
your speed.
I know you go out there every other year for 311 Day, and on those off years they do like cruises. So this is an off year where you got to go out to WrestleMania. I think it's really cool that you got to do that. And I'm very excited for you.
I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
Now that I've experienced it, like I'm fine watching it from my house.
Yeah.
Every other year from here on out, but I did want to go to it at least once, and I got it.
It's a nice bucket list. Shauna had a bucket list.
Yeah.
Recently, she went to Brooks and Dunn. Like, it's nice to just check that off. They were in town.
Yeah, I told her to keep an eye on StubHub.
And she did. She played Dustin Rules, man.
This
StubHub
was
Chicken.
after wrestling.
Mm-hmm. She
Very
played
cool.
StubHub Chicken, and it's like I had to sell her on going to this. And it had a couple things played out differently. I would have went with her. I would have done it.
You'd have boot scoop boogie.
I would have boot scoop boogie. But she had an amazing time. There's something about checking a bucket list item off your checklist.
Yeah.
Because they did a farewell tour like 3 years ago, ballpark. And sure enough, they did one more tour, and she's like, him and Han, and it was over spring break when we all had vacation. And I looked at her, I was like, look, get yourself a cup of coffee and sit down. I'm going to tell you why you need to go do this.
They're in Peoria, right?
They are in Peoria
Yeah.
right now. You could play StubHub Chicken like Wyckoff plays and get them cheap. I was like, are you okay going to a concert by yourself? Because originally I was supposed to go to Ben's house and fix a faucet.
I don't know why more people don't do it.
And she's like, yeah, I could totally do that. I'm like, great. I was like, I love you. I know Brooks and Dunn, like Brand New Man, that's a thing. You and me, it'll be played when we get married or whatever. But you want to go see this. I don't care about going to see it. I want you to go see this. Why aren't you going? Well, I feel guilty. Why do you feel guilty? Well, because it's money.
Because they haven't had a hit in 2
And I was like, no.
decades.
And she was like, well, money and blah, blah, blah. I was like, is the mortgage paid? Are we behind on the mortgage? Are we behind on any of our bills?
So this is you telling Shauna about money.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tide has turned.
Okay.
Okay. And
I'm glad you pushed her because, especially since it's right here in
and she
Peoria,
had a great time.
Yeah.
you can be on your couch and then in the Civic Center in your seat in 19 and a half minutes. It's from parking
Depending
to
on where you
walking,
live, 10 minutes.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah. So she went. She had a great time. I went and hung out over at Ben's house and hung out with him and Tiffany.
Just left Henry at home.
Henry and his future wife Molly played and had a great time. There is something about checking a bucket list item.
Got to do it if it's available.
Do it
and
if
attainable.
you can do it. Do it.
I wouldn't even call it a bucket list, but last year I went to go see Cyndi Lauper, and man, I'm really glad I got to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Go do it. Get out of your house.
Get out of
Anthony
your house.
Bourdain that shit.
Yes.
Go do something that makes you a little uncomfortable.
Find
have fun.
an adventure, make your own fun. Speaking of making your own fun, Patron Mike decided to make his own fun by having a producer pick tonight. That's why we're talking about it. We're talking about the Rocketeer. It was picked by our good buddy, Patron Mike. So why don't we dive right into it? The Rocketeer is a 1991 superhero adventure film from Walt Disney Pictures, directed by Joe Johnston.
Some main right.
Get away!
Now where's the package?
Blown to hell. There's the FBI!
It was stolen from my bag. What do you suppose it is, a bomb or something?
It's a rocket.
A rocket? I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
You came to see me, wouldn't you?
How do I know? Like a hood ornament. Stand clear.
What was that?
Are you trying to kill yourself?
I like it.
Yeah, that's what I said. A rocket man.
I will not rocket Eddie. Not next week, not tomorrow. Now. Keep your eyes open for this thing. I'm the Rocketeer.
The rocket who?
Want to see your girlfriend? You got to bring us the rocket.
I gotta go alone or they're gonna kill her. They're working for a Nazi agent.
There's the rocket.
We've got the girl. The rocket will come to us.
I love her, Pete. Does she know that?
She's gonna find out.
Shoot him!
belly full of you and your cheap heroics.
It's the Flying Man.
It's the Rocketeer. Hand over the rocket. Go get him. Go get him, kid.
Starring Billy Campbell, Jennifer Connelly, Alan Arkin, and Timothy Dalton. The film is an adaptation of the comic book character of the same name created by Dave Stevens. The film was released on June 21st in 1991. Your number one song at the time, Rush Rush by Paula Abdul. I think this is like the second or third Paula Abdul song to be in our trivia. And so far, all the Paula Abdul songs we talked about, I have very limited knowledge of.
I know that
There's
song.
no Straight Up Downtown.
I would have guessed.
There's no MC Scat Cat.
Of a new day.
I was going to guess Ugly Kid Joe.
No Ugly Kid Joe.
All right.
Antithesis of Pretty Boy Floyd.
Spellbound was the album. Didn't sell as much.
Didn't sell as many. He just didn't. He tried.
What a better world this would be if Trump was like a record producer instead.
I like music. What can I say?
MC Scat Cat, I like him. He's fun.
Y'all gonna be wearing gold-plated diapers.
By the time I'm done with you, I'm gonna need more cowbell, baby. Your number one movie at the time, Robin
Bingo.
Hood. No, sorry, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
It wasn't Rocketeer.
It was not Rocketeer.
That's not a good sign.
Fortuitous.
If we're talking about a movie and it's not the number one movie, that is not a good sign.
Really not a good sign. Let's dive into the premise, shall we? The Rocketeer follows the adventures of a stunt pilot, Cliff Secord, and his discovery of a technologically advanced rocket pack designed to give its wearer the power of flight without...
That's teleportation, Kyle.
How about the power
Of Alan Arkin.
to move you? Mystery of Wonder Boy and Young Nasty Man.
Rig-a-goo-goo, rig-a-goo-goo.
Secret to be told, a gold chest to be bold, and blasting force in three-port harmony.
You're
What just
welcome.
happened? I blacked out.
Page nine.
No, you can fly without a plane.
How about that?
As Cliff is in the middle of testing his and partner Peavy's GBZ monoplane for racing, things go sideways when a chase between federal agents and a member of Eddie Valentine's gang spills over into Cliff's test run of his racing plane. The plane is totaled, effectively ending Cliff and the team's career in racing, and in the commotion, the remaining thief manages to hide his stolen goods
his butt.
In his prison wallet. In Cliff and Peavy's old stunt plane before.
Now, it should be noted that Dustin did
being
watch The
apprehended. Oh,
Rear.
And that
yes,
yes, with Johnny Sins.
That's the adult adaptation of The Rocketeer.
No, he would hide it in the...
It's much more captivating.
way more. He would hide it in a stunt plane before being apprehended, but not before swapping out the mysterious item with a burnt-out vacuum canister to fool the feds into thinking it had been destroyed. We learn that the item in question is an invention of Howard Hughes, and that he has no intention of building another one as he feels the invention was far too dangerous. Meanwhile, after being cudgeled back into their old act to settle a debt with Otis Bigelow, Cliff and Peavy discover the stashed rocket pack and set out to experiment with it to better understand what it is capable of. Meanwhile, the audience also finds out just who wanted to get a hold of this pack. Hollywood leading man Neville Sinclair.
He looks familiar.
Little
like
bit.
a certain spy.
And oddly enough, he is playing a spy in
And
this.
Time Lord, but that came later.
Yes. And doubling down on swordsmanship in this movie, too, compared to another movie.
By the time this, he does look like the Princess Bride guy with the...
Gary Always, yeah.
Well, he was a
the other one.
swordsman...
Oh, Inigo Montoya, you're talking Mandy Patinkin.
Mandy Patinkin, that's something.
I went to college with his niece.
There's a guy in this film.
Wonderful girl.
I think he ends up dead. But he's trying to get money out of Peavy, right? This fat, bald guy.
Otis, yeah. The
His
owner
name
of
is
the
Otis?
Bigelow Flying Circus thing.
His name is John Polito.
The
Character
Crow.
act. Great.
That's what I know him from.
Big Lebowski.
This guy He
I'm
is
a brother Seamus.
He is the perfect character actor. I love.
Oh, he's a great character actor.
love John
him.
Polito. He's fucking dead.
He played the pawn shop guy in The Crow.
I went through his
Yes, he did.
IMDb and I was like, where do I know this guy from? And I'll be goddamned if it wasn't the pawn shop guy in
Yeah.
The Crow with all the red
Gideon, I
rings.
think his name is.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Wow. But I was
I'm a fan.
You mentioned the Big
Fucking
Lebowski.
Hugo.
I was looking through his IMDb, seeing where I know him from, and it was The Crow. But he was in not just the Big Lebowski. He was in like 4 or 5 Coen Brothers films.
Oh yeah, yeah. Coen Brothers leaned on him hard.
He was in like Miller's Crossing. I think he was in Barton Fink.
He was in Barton Fink.
He was not in Buster Scruggs. He was in
Barton Fink.
the Hudsucker Proxy.
Oh
yeah,
God,
yeah.
the hula hoop movie.
And,
He was the hula hoop.
He was indeed.
That's how he can disappear into a role. But I look at that guy and I'm immediately. You look at him, you're like, I want a scumbag in the film. He's like, are you sure you want a scumbag? Nah, maybe I want more of a greaseball. I got you covered. I know the guy.
John Polito.
This guy's fucking great.
See,
I love this
guys
He
guy.
could
like
have been
John-
the Beagle Boys in the DuckTales
Yes.
movie. They'd have just
Yeah.
had a bunch of Polito.
Guys like John Polito and Brian Dennehy make me feel like, you know what? I could go to Hollywood and I could start an acting career pretty quick because I could be a character actor. I don't want to be a
Maybe
leading
so.
man. I just want to be a meat and potatoes guy.
You want to pay enough to pay the bills.
Pays the bills, have
Right.
a little bit of residue.
I meet a lot of
and
people. I have fun work.
Derek just wants those sweet, sweet zids.
You're
Yeah.
goddamn right. I need them zids, baby. Give me the zids.
I love John Polito. He's
great.
phenomenal.
There's
a lot of people in this movie.
Oh, there
Like
is.
Derek said at one point, there's some
There's
sort
a
of
cameo. I want to see if you guys
Dude,
clock
there's
it.
like 5 cameos.
Well, there's one in particular I want to see if you guys get because you're both big fans. But anyways, no, Neville Sinclair.
That rules out one of the cameos I was considering because Jason and I are not fans
Oh boy,
of that guy.
What guy?
I'm curious about what both of you are talking about.
We'll see.
the only
we'll see when we get
shred
it.
of reality in this movie.
Anyway, now you got Neville Sinclair, and he's the one that hired Eddie Valentine and his goons to steal the rocket pack.
Yeah.
Did you guys know who Neville Sinclair who's based off of?
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Holster that.
Okay.
Holster that
Holster
shit
it.
because that is
Holster.
that is a situation.
Jason, holster.
Holster. Hold that. Hold that. Why he wants it, though, is not immediately revealed. Later, Cliff attempts to speak with his girlfriend Jenny about his recent discovery at her job, which happens to be a movie set in Neville Sinclair. I'm sorry, be a movie set in Neville Sinclair's next big film.
Yeah, she didn't get the role that she said she was going to get.
Nope.
She's an extra.
She's an extra, goddammit.
Yeah.
Are we going to get into that too?
Jennifer Connelly, you deserve better than to be an extra. You'll never be an extra.
Who her character was supposed to be based off of?
Oh,
versus-
God, yeah. That, of course that's going to come up.
All right, let's see. what-
The situation lands her in hot water and drives an even further wedge between them as the pair haven't quite been seeing eye to eye for a number of reasons. As he attempts to explain his discovery of the rocket pack to Jenny, Sinclair overhears, prompting him to invite Jenny out to dinner. Back at the air show, Cliff's older friend Malcolm dons a clown costume and takes to the skies despite having not flown in years in order to save Cliff's job.
Why did he do that? Because Cliff was late to arrive?
Cliff was late.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
they
Malcolm-
said someone's got to do
Malcolm,
show must
aka
go on.
Jonathan Kent, and Lois and Clark jumped in there. The plane stalls out on Malcolm, forcing Cliff to don the now modified rocket and helmet, thanks to the ingenuity of PV, in order to save Malcolm. Saving the day and revealing himself to spectators, Cliff quickly makes that day's headlines as the Rocketeer.
it. John Polito gives him the name.
Yeah.
Now,
Here's the thing. Well, here's the thing before you move on. This is 45 minutes into the film.
Yeah.
There's still an hour left.
Yeah. Pacing is a problem.
Pacing is a problem here. Just setting the table. Pacing is a problem. Go on,
Peavy,
please.
played by Alan Arkin, he created the helmet, right?
No, I think the helmet came with it, but he added the rudder.
Okay,
to it.
the rudder literally to be
iconic
used
wing.
as a way to control.
Yes,
where
the
you go.
iconic wing rudder to the
Okay,
helmet.
so
Yes.
okay, but I thought originally maybe it just been the rocket pack itself, but he didn't create the helmet, just the rudder.
I think so.
Okay,
I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Bear in mind, I had this movie on while working on 15 different things.
not me.
Nor I.
Now, while all these plot points are unfolding, Sinclair has also dispatched his nearly inhuman henchman, Lothar, to go
Of the hill people.
of the hill people.
I was thinking that.
Yeah,
as
I knew
well.
you were.
I was so hoping that would come up.
Is late 80s, early 90s SNL Mike Myers good?
Yes,
I think it is.
I think
right?
so.
It's
Middle-aged man.
It's a real.
I'm middle-aged man.
It's it's real
Simon.
fucking stupid, but
it's so great.
it's pretty good though.
It's so
right?
World's
fucking
a
great, man.
classic.
Wayne's World,
Sprockets.
Lothar, Sprockets, Middle-aged man. God, what else did he do? Those are the
What's
four
the-
that
what's
stand
the
out.
kid-
Japanese game show.
Tootses the cat.
What's the kid who had the chocolate with Nicole Kidman?
Oh, the
Philip the hyper hypo.
Hypo, yeah.
I have to wear. I'm a hyper hypo.
I thought
You want
that-
some of my chocolate bar?
Yeah.
You're the devil.
I just like Nicole Kidman was great in that.
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Just that look on his pulls.
I see her every time I go to AMC. She tells me this is where the magic is, and
It is where the magic.
she hasn't
is.
appeared. So
That's been going on so long in AMC that like my daughter and I would go to like a Marvel film or something and
Mm-hmm.
I'd pop up and we just look at each other and we're like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
To the point that she lives in Chicago now.
Yeah.
And if she goes to a movie or if I go to a movie, we will take a picture of that happening and we'll send it to each other.
That's cute.
That's
awesome.
truly something
still
that
happening.
I love it. Yes, I love
they
it.
need a new ad.
They need
campaign.
something new, man.
I don't know. Do you remember the old?
Keep it.
I think it was AMC up here in Sunnyland for a long time. You go see a film, and it's like you get in like a spaceship, and they had like this 3D thing where it looks, and you're dodging
Yes.
popcorn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
I'll no.
That's the new Nicole Kidman.
I'll take Nicole Kidman.
I
Thank you
just
very
keep
much.
it. Keep it as long as you can.
No, he taps Lothar of the Hill People to go pull info from leads, which culminates in him literally folding people in half, as seen with Valentine's gang member and Otis Bigelow. Lothar makes his way to Peavy's house shortly before Cliff arrives, who is quickly followed by the FBI showing up to wildly abuse their power, making their escape. Members of Valentine's gang making their escape. Sorry, that in regards to Peavy and Cliff, members of Valentine's gang head to the Airfield Diner looking for Peavy and Cliff.
The FBI shows up to Peavy's house with
Just to fucking light it up.
apparently standard issue Tommy guns. And
Yeah.
and we're talking about
As was the custom at the time.
1930s mobster cliched Tommy guns
Yeah,
with,
pre-war.
with the round magazine in the front, you know? And they literally make Swiss cheese out of his house. There could
Yeah.
have been children in there. They don't know. They just
Nope.
fucking light it up. And Lothar...
That's J. Edgar Hoover for you.
Lothar is played by a guy whose like nickname was Tiny. I can't...
Yeah, because it's funny.
And his face is like a rubber mask.
I thought he
They
might
put a
be
lot of
Dick
prosthetics
Tracy
on him.
crossover.
You thought it was what?
It's funny because
thought he was
it's
a
very
Dick
Dick Tracy-esque.
That's my mind immediately
Because
went
he was
there.
like, "Oh, there's gonna be a cameo," and I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's like this guy is a Dick Tracy character."
I got a
that
feeling you guys don't know the
recognize."
cameo. You're going to lose your shit.
I was watching this with someone, and I said, "You ever see
Who are you watching with?
Lindsay?" And I said, "You ever,
Yeah, how's
you-
she doing?
She's fine."
Yeah.
I said, "You ever watch Dick Tracy?" She said, "No." I said,
She's a wonderful girl.
I said, "This is like a fucking one of the rogues gallery of Dick Tracy. The guy's face is all like warped and distorted. That's immediately where my mind went. It's terrifying.
No. He's very.
He's got nothing to do with
He's
it.
Dick Tracy-esque, but nothing to do
Okay.
with Dick Tracy.
And his like dialogue doesn't really match up with the rubber.
Well, because
flapping
Dick
around.
Tracy
Sure don't.
is Touchstone, and this, I believe, is
Would have been Touchstone,
Buena
but
Vista, or
it got,
like-
it got plucked and was straight up Disney.
okay.
It
so
was supposed
they're
to be
both Disney
Touchstone.
companies, so there could have been some weird kind of thread in the '90s.
The
like,
Rocketeverse.
We're gonna,
The Rocketeverse, the Touchstone
Dick Tracy and Rocketeer.
There's going to be a crossover with
The Dickverse.
Who Framed
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah,
I want Madonna and the Rocketeer.
That's something else I seriously thought of too, and I had to look it up on IMDb while I was watching The Rocketeer because they said Eddie Valentine. It's like, wasn't that fucking
Eddie
Bob
Valiant.
Hoskins' name?
Eddie Valiant.
Oh, and it was
Very
Eddie
close.
Valiant.
Very
You're right,
close,
but
very
my mind
close.
went there immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they abused the fuck out of their power in Swiss Cheese's house. Peavy and Cliff head to the Airfield Diner, and Valentine's gang start to terrorize the owner and other patrons, not realizing Peavy and Cliff are literally in front of them, all in an effort to find them.
They don't
And
know
I
what
bet those patrons didn't get a monthly shout out.
They did not get a monthly shout out.
they didn't know what they look like. So
No, they had no idea. Yeah,
the right-
we're hunting these people down. We have no idea what they look like.
Yeah.
Didn't know them from Adam. Now, part of the crew head to Valentine's South Seas Club as they've discovered Jenny is there with Sinclair, while others remain behind. Though the patrons overpower the thugs, the rocket pack does get damaged by a stray bullet, which Peavy remedies with a bit of chewing gum.
You mentioned Jennifer Connelly at the club. We just got to stop right here.
Jennifer Connelly. I mean,
she's 21 years old.
21 when this,
just
post-career opportunities, if I'm not mistaken.
Just an absolute beautiful woman.
I'm going to Labyrinth.
My God.
Labyrinthine concert again tomorrow night at the Civic Center.
Oh, that's tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night I'm taking my sister. That was her Christmas present.
She's just a classically pretty woman.
So I will be enjoying a Jennifer Connelly film twice
Even now she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's probably in her mid-50s or so.
But she's just gorgeous. I think what really drives it home with just her classic gorgeous nature, her eyes. She has beautiful eyes.
She's an incredibly beautiful woman.
Yeah, like she is just somebody like if you're having a conversation with, like, you're not breaking eye contact. She's just beautiful and beautiful eyes. But no, he fixes it with chewing gum. Cliff heads to the club to get Jenny.
With chewing gum.
I don't know what that means.
Find out.
Cliff heads to the club to get Jenny out of there, but when Valentine's men arrive, a melee ensues, which allows Sinclair to kidnap Jenny and whisk her away to his place. In the final act, Jenny, and by proxy the audience, learns Sinclair is actually a Nazi spy who is trying to get their hands on the device to fulfill their plan to have equipped soldiers rain terror across the globe.
Cameo number 1, Adolf Hitler.
Yep.
It's now ruled out. That's not the one he was thinking of.
It's not
but
Adolf
Hitler is in this.
It's not Adolf Hitler.
And I was like...
We saw Hitler in this?
Yes. He's in the IMDb cast as Adolf Hitler himself.
And what
as
scene
himself.
is this?
They have propaganda films.
Oh, okay.
And there's stuff. But Hitler is the only, like, real thing in this film, technically.
So they showed an actual picture of Hitler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like a guy playing Hitler like the Hughes or the W.C. Fields
Archival footage.
Or Clark Gable.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's the first cameo?
That was the first cameo, and I'm like, surely
That's the cameo I'm talking
that can't be it.
Okay.
No. We, the audience, learned this when Cliff is taken into FBI. Wow, I was tired.
Hopefully the Hitler estate got some money for this.
One can only hope.
Are there like living Hitlers?
There are living Hitlers. There are living Hitler relatives. A lot have changed their name.
I love that you know this instantly.
I used to watch a shit ton
skip
of
a beat.
I used to watch a shit ton of History Channel.
Okay, so you say a lot of them, understandably,
He's a genealogist.
change their name.
Yeah, it's a hobby. They've either changed their name or they've just decided I'm not having a family and continuing this bloodline.
Wow,
Serious.
The choice was that strong.
And there are Hitlers in America.
Boy, that does.
That sounds like a shitty David Sedaris play, doesn't it?
Oh, I was going to say
Hitler's in America.
I was going to say it sounds like a TLC show, Hitler in America. That's funny. I just bought 3 David Sedaris books the other day.
Oh, no shit. Which ones? Dress Your Family in Corduroy?
No, I already had that one. One was like diaries from like the 70s or something.
Yeah.
I'd have to pull the other
I have
two.
Dress Your Family in Corduroy, too.
I travel across America twice a year, making lots of stops along the way. And each time the country feels a little different. On this latest trip, I noticed an increased use of the word perfect. Not as an adjective, a perfect spinach souffle, a perfect figure 8, but as a response to a statement. We're on the 8:30 flight. Perfect. I'll have the eggs over easy. Perfect. I don't mind perfect. It's just something I noticed. I also noticed a lot more men addressing me as boss. I'd like to check out of my room. All right, boss. Why does that bother me so, I wondered. In a restaurant one morning, my waiter came around with the coffee pot. Top you off, boss? I don't want to be a pill, I said, but please don't call me that. What would you want me to call you instead, he asked. Sir would work, I told him. I mean, it's what I'd call you. I thought for a moment that Mr. was an option, though that's what a child would say. Hey, Mister, you dropped something. It's at least earnest, though. There always seems to be a smirk behind boss. It's like addressing a woman as princess. So you'll have a latte and anything else, princess? My father used to call other men sonny. Not if they were kids or wore suits and ties, but only if they were his age and pumped his gas or carried his golf clubs. It made my sisters and me cringe. It was like he was rubbing their noses in something. Chief had a similar ring to it, as did sport. In England, you hear mate. Who do you say mate to? I asked my British friend Dave. People I think will say it to me, he answered. In that regard, it's like man. Hey man, you dropped your wallet. I always thought sir came after man. And I'm hoping that boss is just a passing phase like dude was. In the meantime, I'll continue to gently correct people. And in response, they'll nod the way you do when you're only half listening and say, perfect.
Anyways, no, Cliff is taken into FBI custody and brought to Hughes, who is going over the improvements to the pack with Peavy. Hughes proceeds to show Cliff film of Nazi scientists attempting to create their own rocket packs, as well as a Nazi propaganda cartoon. When pressed to return the pack, Cliff says he can't just yet, as Jenny is being held hostage and he has to save her at a rendezvous point. While making a daring escape, he manages to leave a clue as to where he is going, Griffith Observatory. Once there,
I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah.
This is just outside of Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Up in the Hollywood
Hills, baby. Yeah. Now, once there, Cliff is trying his best to save Jenny while not relinquishing the pack, tipping Valentine off to the fact that Sinclair is a Nazi, something Valentine does not take too lightly.
There weren't Nazis there when I went, just to be clear.
That's good to know.
Very good, very good, very good.
Modern days.
Now, as we think the tables are about to turn just like Valentine's crew on Sinclair, a boatload of Nazi soldiers spring forth, and a Nazi Zeppelin emerges to collect Sinclair, Lothar, Jenny.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Huge.
Where the fuck did this thing come from?
That is kind of a weird plot contrivance.
The Sharon Tate.
Here it is.
Charles Manson launched it.
Polanski.
Helter Skelter, man. No, it's to collect all them as well as the Nazi troops, but not so fast. The FBI appears, and quickly the feds and the gangsters team up to start shooting Nazis. You love to see that, right?
It's a fun moment where Paul Sorvino is
just kind of looks at you like, well, we're killing Nazis together.
Guys, we keep saying the word Nazi a lot, and Haley Joel Osment is getting canceled right now because he called somebody a Nazi, and I feel like we're throwing this word around a lot. We're all going to get canceled.